Hello IP3, welcome to ICT Online. I hope you're all staying healthy, I hope you are happy, and I hope you are ready to learn. Let's begin. The topic of the day is loops review. I'm sure many of you remember loops from last year or the year before, but we have some lessons in the future which are going to use loops and are going to be a little bit more challenging. So today we have a nice, easy loops review. Let's move on to vocabulary. The first word is repeat, which means to do something again. This word is probably just a refresher for most of you. You probably already know what this means, but if you don't, it's time to learn. Repeat, to do something again. The next word is loop, which is a piece of code that repeats more than one time. And I'm sure most of you remember that one as well. New code is the repeat loop. We haven't used those yet this term, but we're going to start using our repeat loop. It looks like this. It says repeat, then it tells you the number of times to repeat something, and then here is the area where you can put the code that you want to repeat. A repeat loop will run the code inside the loop as many times as you tell it to. This one will repeat something 5 times. Let's see a couple examples. This code moves forward 4 times. What would it look like with a loop? Think about that for a second. Try to imagine what that would look like, and let's take a look. It's going to look like this. It does exactly the same thing, but instead of using 4 blocks to move forward, you can use one repeat loop that says 4 times do, and then just put the thing that you want to do 4 times in the loop. Okay? Very easy, very simple. Can you see anything in this code that repeats? Okay? Look at this code here. Can you see anything in it that repeats? And remember, repeats means happens more than once. Think about that for a second. Pause the video if you need to, and let's take a look. Okay? This code moves forward twice and then turns right 4 times. Can you guys see that? Take a look at that. Think about what that means. This code moves forward twice and then turns right 4 times. Okay? I'll help you guys out a little bit. Here is the first thing that repeats, right? It moves forward twice, 1, 2, and then turns right. And then it does exactly the same thing again. Move forward, turn right. Then the same thing again. Move forward, turn right. And then again, move forward, turn right. So that is a pattern of things that are repeating. We have 3 blocks that are exactly the same 4 times. So that means we can create a loop. Okay? What would that look like with a loop? Think about that for a second. Pause the video if you need to. And let's take a look. It's going to look like this. Okay? When run, repeat 4 times, do this. Move forward, turn right. So anytime that you see a pattern of code that repeats, you can put the repeating code in a loop, right? I hope you guys all understand that. That's what we're going to do today. It should be a little bit easier than this though. Okay? That's it. Let's see the activity on code.org. Your task this week, complete levels 1 through 12 of lesson 8. That's Loops in Ice Age on code.org. Remember, the class code is YYGGHX. Finish by Friday, 22nd of January. That means you guys have 1 week to do this. Okay? Let's go now to code.org and see what we need to do. Okay, so here we are on code.org. Remember, you just need to type code.org up in the address bar and then press enter. Then we need to sign in. Once we sign in, we need to go to this box and enter our class code. Who can remember what is the class code? Alright, I'll tell you, it is YYGGHX. So press that in, press go, find your name, find your picture, and sign in. Okay, then you want to go down to lesson 8, loops in Ice Age, and I want you guys to start on level 1, okay? Then go to level 2. You don't need to use loops in level 1 or 2, I believe. And then on level 3, watch the video, then move all the way through levels 12. Read the instructions carefully for each one, okay? Today I'm going to show you level 7 and 8 as an example of what to do for the rest. So I'm going to go through to level 7, but you guys need to do all 12 lessons. So on level 7, we see Scrat really wants that acorn. So we need to get our guy Scrat, this little squirrel, to the acorn so he can have a nice tasty dinner. Okay? And how are we going to do that? Well, let's look at where Scrat is. And what does he need to do? First thing he needs to do is move forward. And then we need to ask how many times. So let's count. He needs to go forward 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay? So simply take your move forward block, put it in a loop, make sure it says 4 times, and then click it to the when run. So the first thing it's going to do is move forward 4 times. If I run it, you guys can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So he gets there, but he didn't go all the way. So let's make him go all the way. The next thing he needs to do after he gets here, can he go forward again? He cannot, otherwise he will break through the ice. So we need to think, which way does he need to turn? Now, when you're thinking, should he turn left or turn right, you need to imagine that you are Scrat. Okay? You can hold up your fingers. One of them will look like an L. For me, that's this one. That is left, and the other one is right. So, if you are Scrat, you have to say, okay, which one is left, which one is right? And whichever way you turn, that's going to change which left or right is. So if I'm Scrat and I imagine left and right, is left here or is left here? Right? Which one is which? So if I'm Scrat, I'm going to turn around and it looks like I need to go right. Okay? So I'm going to turn right and then just test it to see if it works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn right. Okay, we can see he's pointing the right way. That's good. Now let's make him go forward again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do another loop the same way. Okay, 4 times forward. He's going to turn right again. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 times forward. So make another loop and go forward again. Okay, reset and run. Okay, let's replay for 1 second. I want to show you guys one thing to be aware of. If I add another block, let's say add a turn block, now you guys can see here my workspace says 10 out of 9. Okay? You can only have 9 blocks. Now I have 10. If I do that, we have too many blocks. And even though we get to the acorn, we might not finish the level the way that code.org wants us to. Okay? So we got there. We can continue. Let's look at level 8. Level 8 is a debugging exercise. Okay? So some of these exercises you need to find the error. Here we say, can you fix this code? Okay? So take a look. you can see there's one loop, move 3 times forward. You'll go 1, 2, 3 times forward. That looks pretty good. Then turn left. I think that's good. Then here we go. It says repeat 3 times forward. Now he's going to go 1, 2, 3 times forward. Then turn left and then move more. That looks like it might be a problem, right? But if you guys have a hard time seeing it, you can always use the step block, right? So I can step, and then he moves forward 1 time in this loop. Then again, moving forward 1 more time in this loop. Then 3 times in this loop. Then I step, then he turns left. Step, 1, step, 2, step, 3. Now he turns left. Now he steps forward, okay? So you found there's a bug somewhere in here. All you guys need to do is fix that. This one said 3, it should say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? If we change that to 5, I believe it should work. Let's take a look, see if it works. Okay, that's looking good. 4 times here, turn, and then 4 times there. Okay, we did it. So, that is basically what you guys need to do today. Some levels, you need to make a code that gets Scrat to the acorn, and some levels you need to find the error. Okay? Let's take a quick look at level 2. Yeah, okay, so level 1 and 2, you do not need to use loops, right? Just help Scrat get to the acorn. Alright, that is all for today. Good luck to you all in IP3, and I will return next week for another lesson. Alright, goodbye and good luck IP3.